In the New Mexico desert, 14 miles south of Albuquerque, is Valencia County.
I've been in law enforcement for going on 4 years now. I did a ride-along. It was my 18th birthday, so I guess it kind of made it a little more special. And from that day on, it was something that I wanted to do. Every day's different, and you don't know what's coming.
Deputies Sockaman and Townsend are called to investigate a car abandoned by two suspicious people in the Chihuahuan desert.
It was supposed to be my Saturday, my day off, and I received a call from Sergeant Duran. He asked if I could come out and help cover shift.
Usually when vehicles are abandoned further out, it generally means they're most likely stolen. When we got there to the car, we noticed that it was buried in sand.
I conducted a records check of the license plate. The license plate belonged to a white Kia, so I ran the VIN number for the car, and it ended up being a stolen vehicle. As Deputy Sockham and I were en route to the call, we passed two individuals, a male and female, walking. As I passed them, I remember the male turned, just kind of keeping his eye on us as we drove past them. I told Deputy Sockerman, let's go see if we can't make contact with the two individuals that were walking down the road.
We did have our guns drawn. You don't want to have someone pull a gun in your face and you don't have a way to protect yourself or your partner.
A big place to put that. The couch in there.
I'm gonna let's say no.
It's worth a shot.
The suspects have disappeared. Townsend returns to the stolen vehicle to wait for a tow truck and sends Sockaman back to town.
There was something that kind of fell off. I couldn't tell you what, but I did ask him multiple times, like, are you sure you don't want me to stay with you? But he was insistent that he was okay.
I proceeded to the location. I noticed there was the white truck where that car was at. As I come around the backside of this truck, there's one gentleman standing over by the tailgate, and then I observe the male and female that Deputy Sockman and I had gone looking for underneath the back of the car.
Sheriff's Department, let me see your hands.
The gentleman had crawled out from underneath the back of the car and stood up and turned and faced me. And he's just staring right through me as if I don't exist.
Do not move. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Taser, taser, taser. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Just fired at his head. Do not move. Get on the ground.
He made a run for the car.
Get on the ground. Taser, taser, taser.
When he started driving away, the girlfriend started yelling for him to not leave her. He slowed the vehicle down to let her jump in the passenger seat.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I grabbed a hold of his left arm. I was gonna pull him out.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
At that point, he instantly started digging in his waistband. And in my head, I'm going, we're going to a gunfight. This is happening now. I went to get behind the trunk for cover. That other gentleman was standing there, and I don't know who he is. So I didn't want him behind me. I ended up having to just peel off, and I wind up in the desert. I'm just kind of a sitting duck at this point. And about that time, the subject's first shot goes off. Felt like I got hit by the world's largest sledgehammer in my right leg. I started seeing flashbacks from a friend of mine that had gotten killed earlier this year. And that subject ended up walking right up and shooting him point blank. And I was just kind of still fighting, but waiting for that exact same situation to unfold. And just kind of realizing that, you know, you might not get to talk to your family again. I look up to see them running. He jumps into that gentleman's white truck, and the girlfriend jumped in the passenger seat.
No police officer wants to hear that. I was all focused on just getting there. My adrenaline was very, very high.
The third man, whose Dodge truck has now been carjacked, is just an innocent bystander who'd stopped to help.
You okay? You okay? No, good. Be careful. Be careful. 512 Central, shots fired. I've been hit. White Dodge split with those two individuals.
I heard Townsend call out on the radio air that shots had been fired and that he had been shot. Immediately, I left the sheriff's office, you know, lights and sirens.
If I was there, could that have made things different? I don't know. You just don't know who you're dealing with out there.
Adam 2 to 511, unless you have eyes on the offender vehicle, don't worry about the vehicle, make it to 512, let's make sure that he's okay. Do you copy?
10-4, just passed it, it's headed east.
What's headed east? You got eyes on the offender vehicle?
Yeah, I believe it just passed me.
I saw it from a distance, and I thought, that vehicle's driving very, very fast. Once it got closer, it was like, that's the truck right there, that's the truck.
If you have a trail of it, pursuit authorized. Don't let that vehicle lose your sight. Try and get it. We have plenty of units that will make 2-5 of 512.
I tried my best to catch up with it. That vehicle was traveling at least over 100 miles an hour. I was preparing to unholster my weapon to be able to fire back if I needed to.
Adam 2 to 511, where you at?
I'm trying to catch up to that vehicle now. I can't, they don't have a visual, but it's far away ahead of me.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and turn around and head towards Jacob, okay?
It's definitely hard to process a bunch of things going on, especially in that high of a caliber of an incident. Everybody was amped up.
512, where you hit?
Right leg in the, either in the shin or up the bottom of my foot.
Panic starts to set in because as a first-line supervisor, it is your job to make sure that your deputy is okay. I just remembered this guy shouldn't even be on shift, and now his life is on the line.
Okay, listen to my voice, okay? Just relax. We got a bunch of units en route. As soon as it's en route, you're hitting the leg, and where else? You have a tourniquet.
Affirmative, getting ready to apply. Now cut my legs off. Correction, pant leg off. But I'm 10-4. At this point, shock was finally starting to kind of set in. I looked down and I still had blood coming out, and I knew, okay, well, this is not good. Especially as red as that one was. I was like, this is not a good sign.
You got that tourniquet on?
Affirmative.
10-4, crank that thing, okay? The more it hurts, the better it's on, okay? Crank that tourniquet. 511, if he's bleeding too much and there's a lot of sand where medical might get stuck in those ambulances, then scoop and run with him, okay?
Direct.
I got me.
I'm good. Sir, I'm good. Go ahead and just step back from me, please.
Okay.
That gentleman whose truck they stole, he kept trying to help me. I kept telling him, like, back off. And I kept pointing my gun at him because I still don't know who he was. Obviously, he's trying to help looking back.
512, how's your bleeding, sir? Has it slowed down?
No, I haven't gotten my pants cut off yet. I'm just kind of trying to lay here and remain calm.
You're angry, at the fact that you have an injured officer. You're angry that you're not there.
I could hear the sirens coming from a good ways.
Jacob, can you walk? We gotta put you in, man.
I know. I'm trying to get my...
Help me carry him.
I can drag myself. I crawled over here.
You're okay, bud. You're okay.
To see him like that, it hurt me. No one wants to see their partner in that situation. I was scared.
Talk to me, Jacob.
I'm good. Just thirsty.
I'll get you some water.
He was starting to feel thirsty. That in itself is a sign of somebody that has lost a significant amount of blood.
Got you out. I see medical. His lips are starting to go numb, Chief. I'm gonna start cutting, Jacob. Hang in there, Jacob. Talk to me.
I just need some water. I'm fucking extremely thirsty.
I know, buddy. I know. You've got one on there. Hang in there, buddy.
Oh, my leg hurts.
Where did it hit you that you know of? I can see the bleeding.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
My leg fucking hurts. Something's on my phone. I need to call my mom still.
Over on Highway 6, Sergeant Duran is leading the pursuit of the fleeing suspect.
I'm in Valencia County. They're advising it's going to be a Dodge 1500 with a yellow plate.
I do see this white Dodge pickup truck that is driving erratic.
They have a sticker in the back window?
10-4, that's it.
10-4, it took off at a high rate of speed. We got units behind it.
We're attempting to conduct a traffic stop, and immediately they disregarded my lights and sirens, began to drive in a reckless manner. You have a whole cavalry of patrol units from both our agency and neighbor agencies that are headed that way.
Where's that fucking... In the area, their officer was shot 2 times in the leg.
Oh shit, there it is! Hey, 10-3 vehicle headed this way. There's gonna be a white Dodge Ram pickup. I don't have time for sticks. He is hauling tail. 48.
Officers radio a code 48, meaning use caution.
You know that these are the people that just shot one officer, so you know what they're capable of doing, and you know that you are now placing yourself in that same danger.